for all Toastmasters members, also guests, very, very welcome to the 44th Universal Toastmasters meeting. My name is Rasa, I'm Sergeant at Arms, and I am here to help this meeting to run smoothly. So I'm going to go through a few rules and also the main reason why we are here. So for our mission, club's mission. But before all that, before all the regular things that we do, I would like to ask you something today. And think about it, and you can write it in the chat box, perhaps, or throughout the meeting, not necessarily now, but you can do that now as well. So what I want to ask you is, since we're having a very interesting topic today, I want to connect to that and ask you what kind of superstitious belief in your culture you have when it comes to money. So from my side, for example, we have something with a bug. So I am afraid of spiders. But I'm also happy when they are coming to the house, because that means that they are bringing money for us. So it's a bit of a dilemma. I don't know if I want to throw it out or kind of keep it back in. If you have any kind of superstitious belief in your culture, you can write this down in a chat box. And I will read that all after my speech. Now, let's go through the main rules. And I'm pretty sure you're quite aware of the rules already, but I'll just go through it very quickly. First, if you are speaking, please make sure that other sounds are muted, your phone or someone around, so it will help you and it will help us to hear you more clearly. If you are not speaking, if you are listening, please mute your microphone for the same reason, so there is no other distractions. And we have 3 taboo topics, which is politics, sex, and religion. Please refrain from discussing these topics in the meeting. Now, as for the reason why we are here and why and what we are trying to achieve, I would like to read out the club's mission. So we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. I've done it quite a few times. I will learn it by heart, I think, very quickly. And now the time came to introduce someone who is very experienced, someone who is doing a lot of things, and I will say a few of them. This person served as a sergeant at arms, vice president of education, vice president of public relations, also Area 56 director. He is a part of a division team in 2021 and 2020 and 2021. And he's also co-founder of Universal Toastmasters Club, currently serving as a president of Universal Toastmasters Club. I would like you to give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Rahim.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rasa, for warm welcome and brief introduction. Good morning to all to Toastmaster, Universal Toastmaster meeting number 44. As usual, let's begin the meeting with a small story. There was 2 students. Both students had goal to join army after completing their education. One day in early morning, their teacher called them and instructed them, run a kilometer in 5 minutes. One student was very enthusiastic and started to run. However, other students was very lazy and was surprised with teacher's strange demand. He was lazy, he's not motivated to run. Would you like to know the students with same goal, why reacting differently? First students, he was informed Today's run is fitness test for army recruitment. However, other students, he was not informed so. It is called the power of goal setting. First, if students know that after running, I have some gain, and the other students is just thinking that what is aimless running. Same goes to us. When we are doing the task and we know this, our small efforts leads to an amazing achievement, we always motivated and inspired to do. But if we are doing unplanned activities without knowing and outcome, we never motivated. So friend, whatever you are doing the things, you must have the purpose. Even though I'm telling you, if you are joining Toastmaster and attending to a Toastmaster meeting, you must have the purpose. Don't spend your precious day without unplanned, without planned activities. With that, I can see we have one guest, two guests. One is now joining. Ahmad, where is this? Mr. Ahmad Arshad, I believe his name. Ahmad, I think. Okay, so he left out. Okay, we have other guest, Miss Iman. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what is your purpose to attend today's meeting?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Did you hear me?
Yes, yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Yes, I'm Iman, and I'd like to join in this club to increase and improve my information and knowledge in the leadership and management. And I'd like to be as a member of this club. But let me check after the meeting. How can I be in the future? Inshallah, I will contact with you or with anyone who can call me. Okay?
Sure. We will share this all details, and you will also observe that how meetings going on. Before that, I want to tell you what is the Toastmaster is about. Toastmaster is a non-profit organization which help to improve communication and leadership skills. That this amazing organization was founded in October 1924. Currently, there are 362,000 active members in 16,400 clubs in 145 countries. Toastmaster organization always give preference to their members. 20 members or more than 20 members form a club, and 3 or more than 3 clubs form an area. Areas are the part of division, and divisions come under district, and districts come under region, and regions come under Toastmaster headquarters in USA. When you ask that where is our club is in area 56, division P, district 105, region 11. When you join Toastmaster, you will get, there are some 5 major achievement, or you can say benefit. First is you improve your public communication. How you do? You will get this roles while doing the small roles are delivering the 5 to 7 minute speech. You improve your public speaking. And second achievement would be your leadership. Leadership starts with when you give the feedback to others. It is very important thing that how you can give the constructive feedback to others. Third one is networking. We always believe networking is net worth. If you see that we have more than 6 nationalities in our clubs and other also Toastmaster club, if you visit, you find the different nationalities there, and These people are working in different fields. You get the knowledge, and then you know the potential. I always believe that I started my Toastmaster journey to improve my communication, and later on, I realized that my strength is leadership, where I can motivate the people, and I'm doing uh, also outside the Toastmaster. I motivate others to start some things what they want to achieve, and then you get the confidence when you try some things, when you speak, when you do the roles, you get the confidence. This is the beauty of Toastmaster. Who we are is a Universal Toastmaster Club. If anyone join Universal Toastmaster Club, first our duty, our team will approach you and assign a uh, mentor to you for 6 months. It is initially 6 months. It's not end. Even though you can contact other member to help, they help to improve your communication or other role, whatever. You can contact to any person. And second thing, we conduct also individual orientation session where we ask what is your goal and what you want, and where we help you to select your path. And we always encourage new members and give them chance to take speaking roles and other roles so they can improve their communication. And in Universal Toastmaster Club, our vision is to push new members to join XCOMs to become the leaders of future. So to whom you contact for membership, we will share details in the end of meetings. And now it is time to call the host of meetings. She will lead this full meetings. She's like, we called TMOD. She's electrical engineer by profession. One thing recently I observed about her is her theme of meetings always very deep. There is hidden meaning behind it. I always ask what is this theme. Today her theme also in same way, and there is hidden meaning. Let's know further about this theme. Please welcome TMOD of today meetings, Toastmaster Aarcha. Before calling Aarcha, I'm really sorry. We have one dignitaries. He's past division I director, and today he joined our meeting, and he regularly before also he joined so many times, and today also he's joining our meetings, and he's a table topic master. I requested DTM Hariharan to introduce himself. Yes, sir.
Good morning, DTM Rahim. In fact, it's a thorough honor and a complete pleasure to have been with you early this morning on a Friday. Must I say it's electric to be with among all of you all enthralling people, and I'm looking forward to an ecstatic meeting. Over to you, and thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, DTM Hariharan. See, when I started my Toastmaster journey in 2017, that time Toastmaster Hariharan, 2017-18, he was division I director, and we always follow these people to improve our communication and leaderships. And whenever we have any clarification, we approach to them. And not only that, we always ask them to help us. He helped a lot by conducting a lot of education session, and where he helped to encourage and motivate newcomers. Thank you very much, DTM Hariharan. With that, I'm going to call our TMOD, Toastmaster Aarcha. Toastmaster Aarcha, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahim. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to meeting number 44 of Universal Toastmasters Club. So I am the Toastmaster of the day, and as a TMOD, you have to introduce a theme for the meeting. And today's theme is, let me share the screen. Oh, 1 minute. Sharing screen is always full of glitches for me. Sorry for that. It will take some time.
We can see now.
Yeah. 1 minute, let me replace my position and resize it. So the theme for the day is how to mint money. And no, it is not the plot of Money Heist, which is what comes to your mind when we say minting money these days. So in order to mint money, there are 3 ways to do it ethically. One is by saving money, second is by reducing expenses, and third is by investing. Now, getting on with the meeting, in order to conduct any meeting smoothly, there are the role players who aid the club. And today, the first role player I'd like to introduce is Toastmaster Naveen. Toastmaster Rahim to introduce the timing rules. Sorry, it is full of glitches. For me, sorry for that. Toastmaster Rahim, please take the center stage and introduce the timing rules.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aarcha.
Yeah, I'll stop sharing the screen.
Yes. So my role is, I'm doing today timer role. In Toastmaster, we have all roles with a time limit, and speech, we have 3 speeches, and each speech is 5 to 7 minutes, and 5 minutes I will change my virtual background into green, and 6 minutes yellow, and then 7 minutes red, and then speaker will have 30 seconds to conclude his speech. In table topic, speaker will have 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green background, and 1 minute 30 second yellow, and 2 minutes red, and then speaker will have 30 seconds to conclude his or her speech. In evaluation, timing will be 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes I will show green, and 2 minutes 30 second yellow, and 3 minutes red, and then evaluator will have 3 or 30 seconds to conclude the speech. With that, I hand over stage back to TMOD Toastmaster Aarcha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahim, for describing the timing rules precisely. Now put your hands together for our next role player, Toastmaster Naveen, who is a software engineer by profession, and it's only been a few months since he joined our club, but is already a model club member, enthusiastically take part in all the club meetings. Toastmaster Naveen will be the wordmaster of the day. So now I hand over the virtual stage to Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aarcha. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Dear host, could you please allow me to share the screen?
You can do it now.
Yeah. Dear members, do you see the screen?
Yes, we can see.
Sure, thank you. Before I share that word of the day, I would request, I will give you a clue and request the members try to guess the word of the day. So I will share an example. There has been dash local opposition to the new airport. And I will also share what is the synonym for this. It is holding tightly, or strong opposition, or firm. Any guesses? It is a 9-letter word. Now
What is the first alphabet?
T?
T for tap.
Yep. Okay.
Any other clues?
Tremendous.
No, any other guess? Any other clues? very strong opposition. Sure.
Treacherous.
Okay. The word is,
Yes.
yeah, okay. The word is tenacious. Okay. The exact meaning is tending to keep a firm hold on something or persisting in existence. So I'll give an example of how to use this word in a sentence. My little daughter hold my finger in her tenacious fist. So if anyone want to try this word, fellow Toastmasters or guests, you can also try using this word in your sentence.
I admire the tenacious nature of all the members of a club.
Perfect. Thank you, Toastmaster Aarcha. So I encourage every participating Toastmasters and guests to use these words during your speeches. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Please stop sharing screen.
Yeah, I'm stopping.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. Now, moving on to the next role player, the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Rasa, who is the sergeant at arms of a club and working in global operations in the Global Compact. I hope I told it correctly.
Yes.
Please welcome Toastmaster Rasa on stage.
Hello, everyone, again. Thank you very much. I'm going to be a grammarian for today. So I'm going to be looking at how you're using English language, how your pronunciation is. Also, I'm guilty of all of the filler words. I am like, and so, and you know, and also these little sounds like so I'm going to be counting those and giving you the report later on. Also, I'm going to be looking at a beautiful uses of English language, something metaphorical perhaps, or some beautiful sentences that have been used during this meeting. And we'll give you the report later. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Aarcha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rasa. Now, before moving on to our next segment, which is a prepared speeches segment, let me introduce to you all the major drainers of money. Because if you understand the major drainers of money, you will be able to save more. And these are impulse purchasing. So as you shop, consider if what you're purchasing is a need or a want. One of the best things to do is making a list before you go to a store and sticking to it. Not creating your is about making a spending plan that helps you to identify the budgetary leaks and making room for worthwhile splurges. The next one is credit card and loan interest payments. Before you avail credit cards and loans to meet your needs or wants, because the interest rates of these are very high, beware of them. Learn the market, learn the interest rates, and then only indulge in it. Utility bills. These are unavoidable, but can be minimized by prudent usage of water, electricity, and telephone for sure. Next, moving on to the prepared speeches. We have 3 prepared speeches for today. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Juan, in short, the Wonder Woman of our club, and the latest entrant to our club as well. But she has made an exponential progress by becoming one of the winners of a club debate contest. And we are eagerly waiting for a speech today. But first, I'd like to introduce our evaluator, Toastmaster Alam. I'm not sure if he's here.
Toastmaster Aarcha Alim couldn't join. Toastmaster Medat, she will do evaluation. And
Okay.
Toastmaster Kuti, I will do evaluation, okay?
Okay, so I invite Toastmaster Medat to do the evaluation of Toastmaster Juan. Toastmaster Medat?
Hi, just give me a second, please.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. My speaker is going to present the project evaluation and feedback first speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. The speech length will be 5 to 7 minutes. All the best. Over to you, Toastmaster Aarcha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Midat. Now I invite Toastmaster Juwan to deliver her speech.
May I share my screen? Thank you. Oops. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm very happy here today because I know most of us are very tenacious about the truth. And today, I'm also will share with you our story, which is also can reveal some truth in our life. The story is about Mr. B. Mr. B has a big family. Here, Mr. B. Mr. B has a big family, and he has a wife who is doctor. He has a 9-year-old daughter, 4-year-old son, and a commando name is Paul, giant poodle name is Bob, and the Scottish fold Darlie. Mr. B is a businessman. He runs a company. And this company has nothing to do with vaccine, nothing to do with masks, and also nothing to do with Elon Musk. Like most people, generally speaking, Mr. B is a very busy man. He runs with an amount of balls in the air. He has no problem in tuning himself and finding balance. Like most people, Mr. B didn't expect how this pandemic changed people's lives. And he started to feel struggling in juggling. He was lost in many why questions, in different why questions, such as why this happened to me, why that happened to me. So one day, Mr. drive the car, drive for a long day to see the Buddha bee. After Buddha bee had finished his lunch, Buddha bee led Mr. B into a quiet room and listened to Mr. B's thoughts and confusion with patience. You know, Mr. B is a businessman. He has a big family. So he spent a long time talking about the big changes in his family and in his company. When he finished, Buddha B started to ask, B, did you finish your lunch? Mr. B nodded and said, yes, I took my lunch. And Buddha B asked a second question. Did you clean all the dishes? Mr. B answered without any hesitation. Yes, it's all done. And he couldn't wait to ask Buddha B, Can you please answer my questions instead of asking me these irrelevant things? Buddha Bee smiled and replied, you have already answered your questions by yourself. And he sent Mr. B off. After a few days, Mr. B finally understood the words of Buddha Bees. Yes, be present. He came back to Buddha Bee and thanked him. Only then did Buddha Bee started to say to Mr. B and his disciples, whoever is anxious about the things of tomorrow or is obsessed with the yesterday's success or sorrows, he becomes a withered grass. Only he lives in the present. In the present, can he find the truth? Can he find the wisdom? So the question, how to be present? Buddha Bee give us 2 B's. We call it a BB lifestyle. The first B is have a beginner's mindset. Children live in the now because they embracing everything with our freshness and with our new eyes. If we have sunset in front of us, our brain starts to work, connect with similar episodes in the past, and it may trigger a long string of stories, peoples. So the next thing we know, we will in the past for 20 minutes. And while the child sits beside us is in awe, looking with reverence in everything, without any story or label to distract him. He's just perceiving the sunset with true beauty. The second B, we can also learn from child, that is 2 B's instead of 2 do's. The children are not interested about 2 do's, which is they are only interested 2 B's, which is our flowing spontaneous of our heart. So we are quite different. The children are focused on the creation, the process of creation, while adults only focus on they are only the outcome of the creation. And there our in-ground mindset take us from A to B to C. So we lost the enjoy from the process of making, of creation. This is the BB lifestyle. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, today is a gift. May the story I share with you can bring you the key to open the gift, beginner's mindset, and to be, not to do's. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Juan. That was a great speech with a great illustration on the screen. Now I'd like to invite the evaluator of the next speech, Toastmaster Bia, who will evaluate Toastmaster Hussein. Toastmaster Bia.
Hello, yes. I'll be evaluating Toastmasters Hussein today, and the purpose of his speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. All the best to you, TM Hussein. Good luck.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bia. So Toastmaster Hussein is also a newbie member, but a very ambitious and passionate person, which reflects in his speeches and the roles that he undertakes. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Hussein.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Hi, ma'am. Yeah. How are you? Good. 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 Yes. This is Nirvana Travel Agency. That's correct. Yes. Yeah. We have packages for all across the world. Where would you like to travel? Okay. Italy, Japan, and USA. Yeah, we can do that, ma'am. We can do that. I can give you a nice package for it. What is your budget, ma'am? Oh, 600 dirhams. Okay, 600 dirhams. So you would like to travel to Italy, Japan, and USA in 600 dirhams. All right. I have two options for you, ma'am. I have two options for you. You can either go to Expo 2020 or Global Village. Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a nice day. Whew. All right. Anyways, welcome everybody. Good morning and thank you so much for attending this seminar today. My name is Grim Reaper and I'm the owner of the Nirvana Travel Agency, your afterlife travel agency. In the next 7 minutes, I'm going to tell you why you should select Nirvana Travel Agency, excuse me, as your afterlife travel agency. Yes, that's correct. Not during your life, but after your life. Our motto is with you in life, even after life. To begin with, I'm going to take you guys to the top 5 places to visit after you die. Excuse me. So at number 5, we have Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. Edinburgh Castle is reputed to be one of the most haunted spots in Scotland. The cells of its ancient dungeons, the site of uncounted deaths, could be very well be an eternal place of unrest for various souls. Visitors have reported a pipeless drummer, a headless phantom, and as well as the spirits of French prisoners from the 7-Year War. And the most unsettling is the ghost of a dog, which is found to be wandering in the ground's dog cemetery. For those of you who do not like to travel very far away from the country, at number 4, we have Al Jazirat Al Hamra, Ras Al Khaimah. Jazirat Al Hamra, the name literally translates to ghost town. People say that if you go there, you're bound to see something spooky. Usually jinns in the form of animals that only come out at nightfall. It is said that this town was haunted, and that is why it has been uninhabited and abandoned and has been neglected since the 1968. Now, let me ask you guys a question. How many of you over here are a roller coaster fan? How many of you are amusement park addicts? If you guys have the nerve of steel, our next destination is for you. At number 3, we have the Taka Konuma Greenland Amusement Park in Japan. Taka Konuma Greenland Park first opened in 1973 and was abruptly closed down in 2 years. And the reason still remains unclear. Some say that it was due to the disappointing ticket sales, but locals claim it was because there were several accidental deaths which took place on its rides. It is situated in the middle of the forest, and which is now slowly swallowing its rusty leftovers. It is also situated next to very nearby to the Fukushima nuclear power plant. The term in the middle of nowhere literally translates to Taka Konuma Greenland National Park because the park has been completely wiped out from Japanese maps. and it has been hidden by heavy mist. At number 2, we have Coliseum, Rome, Italy. With such a ancient history and a legacy of death and bloodshed, it is no wonder that Coliseum is one of the most haunted places in the world. The magnificent structure still gives that eerie, ominous vibe. And even though the events which happened over there took place thousands of years ago, tour guides and visitors alike have reported cold spots, being touched, something whispered into their ears, and the most unsettling accounts of the guards. Guards claim that they have heard noises of swords clashing, of weeping from the grounds in the more remote areas, and as well as they also hear at times the this the sound of ghostly animals, usually the roars of lions or elephants. Ghostly citizens have been seen sitting among the seats of the Coliseum, as well as a Roman guard who is seen standing over there against the shadow of the night. And at number 1, for all of you, we have the White House, United States of America. It is said that President Lincoln's ghost haunts the White House. He appears in the room where the Lincoln bed is kept. Lincoln is said to return to the White House when the security of the country is at risk. One staff member claims to see Lincoln sitting on his bed and pulling on his boots. A gardener claims to have spoken to the ghost of First Lady Dolly First Lady Dolly Madison, who reproved him from trying to remove the rose bushes she had planted 100 years ago. Former Lady Michelle Obama and President Barack Obama have been awakened from sound sleep in the middle of the night due to strange noises they have heard. Some people in the family had reported the unusual sensation of someone trying to gnaw on their feet or something chewing on their feet as if trying to eat them from the bottoms up. Now, I'm pretty sure all of our destinations are amazing, and you guys have already made your mind to choose Nirvana as your trusted travel agent. But if you're still confused, I'm going to take you through some of our testimonials which we have received from our famous clients. Here is a review we have received from Annabelle. She says, Nirvana Travel Agency is the best afterlife travel agency in the world. Also, for those of you who are worried about what about the friends and family, are you going to be with them, or what are the other people you are going to meet with us? So here is a breakdown of our demographic. So 30% of our customer base are more than 400 years old. 35% of our customer base are between 201 and 400 years old. And 40% of our customer base is between 100 to 200 years old. And since all of you are part of this Toastmasters Club, all of you get an exclusive 25% discount on your travel packages. So to make a booking, go ahead and call 800-666. Thank you so much. That's it from me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hussein. We are all wide awake after that speech, after that spooky, haunting speech. I hope you give a better, joyful, and happy speech next time. Okay. Next, our speaker is Toastmaster Kuti, who is also a fellow Malu like me and an accountant by profession. He is a very hardworking and dedicated member who sincerely reflects in whatever he does. So I'd like to welcome his evaluator, Toastmaster Rahim, to read the objectives.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aarcha. Toastmaster Kuti is delivering a speech from Effective Coaching Pathway. The purpose of his speech is, for this project, is a member to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. Speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck, Toastmaster Mohammed Koti.
Hello. Hi, good morning.
Now I invite Toastmaster Kuti to the stage, and I request Toastmaster Hussain to mute himself. So Toastmaster Kuti, best of luck for your project.
You are lying on your bed, desperately wanting to sleep, but you cannot. Memories at your workplace, your challenges, your targets are keeping away from falling asleep. Dear Toastmasters and guests, good morning. Almost all of us might have addressed this problem. When we come back from a workplace, those challenges, those things connected to our work still clings to our brain. And when we interact out with our family, with our friends, with everybody, it comes and goes. And when we go to the bed, it comes back and we cannot fall asleep. No matter how much we try, those things keep us awake. American Academy of Sleep Medicine called this problem as adjustment insomnia. The reason for such a problem may be high work demands, like mostly for those who are related to sales or some other professions having high pressure. They might have this issue with high work demands. And another issue is if we don't have a role in making decisions and we cannot influence those decisions. Another problem is high professional compromising. If we had to compromise professionally to something, to somebody's demands, it becomes stressful and keeps us away from our daily routines. The most badly affecting thing is our sleep, which is very important to our life, and we need to sleep, as we know, at least 6 to 8 hours. And for those who face this issue, their sleep becomes disrupted, or almost they don't have a sleep at night. The result will be short temper. Physically, we will have the problem of headache, and there will be short temper, and we will not have a good morale, and there will be difficulty in concentrating. So how we can fix this issue of job stress becoming an issue to our bed? Let me share my screen. Could you please enable me to share my screen, please? Hello, admin. Yes. One of the solutions is to remain active. We have to be active. We have to take some exercises. We have to do some exercises, but to be active in our life, not to be lazy or to be inactive. Another thing we can do is to express ourselves in our workplace. We can express ourselves, what we can do and what we cannot do, and about our constraints also. Third one is wind down. Don't wind up all these issues into our brain. Wind down those issues and be calm down, especially when we go to bed. And when we go to bed, avoid bed work. Like we are working those things where we have to do at our workplace. We don't have to bring them to bed. Avoid those bed work. Another solution is to get off the bed. Tossing and turning in bed will not make you sleep, will not make you fall asleep. If you really want to fall asleep, you have to get off your bed and go around and do some meditation. Then when you feel you actually are getting sleepy, come back to bed and sleep. And if all these things are not working, see a specialist who can advise you what to do and how to fix your issue. And lastly, use sleeping pills only and with caution. Use sleeping pills with caution, because if you are using without caution, or if you are using this sleeping pills without much think about its consequences, it will be dangerous. So this issue is almost familiar to every working class, or everybody working in office, working in factories, working in schools. Everywhere there is this problem of work stress, and this work stress can be reduced using those ideas, those tricks, those tips to mitigate the stress and remove the stress. Whatever the issue is, be calm and stay always, when you are awake, stay awake. And when you want to sleep, go to bed and sleep calmly. The podium is yours, TMOD. TMOD?
Toastmaster, could you please stop sharing? Yeah, please stop sharing. Okay, Toastmaster Rahim is sharing. I mean, Toastmaster Kuti.
Toastmaster Kuti, please.
Yes. Oh, I have stopped.
Thank you. That was a great informational speech, Toastmaster Kuti. And now moving on to the voting of the best speakers, I would request the moderator to share the link for the voting. Oh no, so before that we have to do the timer report. Sorry, Toastmaster Rahim, please give the timing report of the speeches.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aarcha. We had 3 speakers. First speaker, Toastmaster John. She took 7 minutes 26 seconds. Second speaker was Toastmaster Hussein. He took 8 minutes 5 seconds. And third speaker was Toastmaster Muhammad Kuti. He took 6 minutes 30 seconds. So 2 speakers, Toastmaster John and Toastmaster Muhammad Kuti, are qualified. I'm going to share link here. You can vote for best speaker. Only Toastmasters can vote. Over to TMOD, Toastmaster Aarcha.
Are we the break, or can I introduce my next part of the slide?
As your wish.
Okay, then I'll introduce, let them vote. I hope the voting is done.
Yes, please.
Okay, then I'll share screen. Now I will give some tips on how to save money If you want, you can take notes. And if you want any detailed clarification, you can ask me at the end. So, tips to save money. Start now. Whether you start big or small, it doesn't matter, as long as you start. The key is to be consistent and gradually increase it to 10%, 20%, and 30% as your income allows. Pay yourself first. What it means is that once you get your salary, split the cash and put yourself first in the queue. If your salary gets deposited in a particular account, then start a separate account for your savings and deposit the savings into that account in a great savings to expense ratio, like 80:20. If you 50:50, as your income allows. Let your money working for you. This is about investing your money wisely, and we will see about that in our next slide. Tracking your finances. It is about checking your balances, transaction money, etc. using your bank account statement. You can also maintain a spreadsheet to keep track of how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. Buy wisely. From your daily groceries to a big purchase like a car, think about it several times before you step forward to actually purchase it. Now let us move on to our next segment, which is a fun and exciting segment. Even the guests can participate in the segment called the table topic segment. Please help me welcome the table topic master for today, DTM Hariharan, who is also the past division director of Division I. DTM Hariharan.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Aarcha. In fact, I was listening to the saving money aspects, and I'm a financial advisor myself. And I loved the previous slide, which you just showed, and especially put money aside for yourself. That was one of the keys that I used to always tell my people. Anyways, great. So that brings us to the table topics. Now, what is a table topic? Now, we need to understand that sometimes you need to speak off the cuff, possibly run of the mill. You're caught in a spot of bother, and you may be asked to speak. It could be in your workplace, or it could be even in your homes, so professionally and personally. Personally, sometimes, yes, for all the husbands in the house, you are caught unaware by your wives and you need to lie to them. So possibly that's when you can use this. Also, for all the people who work here, when you are in your office and by the way, your bosses tell you, okay, why don't you present this all of a sudden? And then you need to prepare in 2 minutes and then get going or get cracking. That's when this is going to come of use. Also, what we need to understand is table topics does 3 things. It helps you to bring in those creative juices to play. It helps you specifically to talk in context in that short time. And more importantly, it helps you to communicate effectively within that short or possibly that 2 minutes that you get. So table topics is, if you ask me, is one of the best segments in any Toastmasters meeting, and apparently it is trademarked by Toastmasters. Now there is a time required, or there is a time frame within which you need to talk or communicate to us. That is 1, 1.5, and 2 minutes. Now at 1 minute, you'll get a green light from our DTM Rahim, who is our timer for the day. At 1.5 minutes, you'll get an amber. In fact, you'll see the screen going orange. And at 2 minutes, you'll get a red with a 30-second grace. So please remember, you can speak for a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. In both cases, if you go beyond 2 minutes, 30 seconds and speak less than 1 minute, you do not qualify into the qualification rules, right? So that's the fundamental of table topics. I'll give you topics which are very easy. What I would request is, because we have a very small population here, what I'll do is I'll read out the topic. Any one of you who wishes to take up the topic can possibly raise your hand and take a crack at that particular topic. Now, I suggest, it's my humble request, that Toastmasters take up the role first, so that our guests will understand post how it has to be executed. Now, before I begin, I'm going to be possibly just flexing the rule a little. I'm going to call on our Sergeant at Arms for the first topic. Is that okay, Toastmasters? So, in fact, I'm going to pick up from where you left off, Toastmaster Rasa, early in the morning, based on your Sergeant at Arms opening that you had. You actually spoke about superstition. So, the topic for you is, what is the one superstition you follow and why? What is that one superstition you follow and why? Over to you, Toastmaster Rasa.
All right, thank you very much, Toastmaster Hararan. I follow many superstitions, but probably the one that I follow the most is when I go outside the house and I forget something and need to come back. I do that very reluctantly. For us in Lithuania, it's not very good sign to actually come back because it means that it's not going to be very good luck for you, or you are distracted or something like that. So to avoid that, you have to come back to the house, you have to look at the mirror, and then you have to sit down. That means that you finished your journey and then you're going to start your journey again. You have to start everything and go out again and pick all your things, and it's going to be okay. So this is one of the biggest superstitions that I normally follow. And if I never forget that, really. If I come back home, I always look at the mirror and then go out, and I'm trying to sit down as well. So this is something that we do very often, I think, in Lithuania, most of us. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster Hararan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rasa. In fact, I must tell you, it is a practice even in India. If you miss out on something, you actually get home, possibly grab a glass of water, and then head off onto your journey once again. Beautifully put. Thank you so much. That
Sorry,
was.
Why do you have to grab a glass of water?
That's like saying that just as you said, completing the journey and restarting it.
What new thing to do? Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next one. Now, leaving Toastmaster Rasa, I specifically wanted to listen to a Lithuanian speaking because she would have been the first person who was the first Lithuanian who I'm going to be connecting with. Any brilliant. So now the topic for anyone who wants to in the house wants to take it up. What would you do differently if you were to live your life once again? What would you do differently if you were to live your life once again? Any one of you can possibly raise your hand and take a shot at that. Else I will have to choose.
Okay, I can try this topic. I think.
So DTM Rahim, please go ahead.
Yes, Naveen raised the hand. If he would like to take it, I can give the chance.
Toastmaster Naveen, you want to take that?
Yeah, no, please go ahead, Toastmaster Rahim.
It's fine. We can have you because DTM Rahim is already doing two roles. Please go ahead.
Yes, you go ahead, please.
Sure, and definitely.
Toastmaster Naveen, I'll read it for you again.
Sure.
What would you do differently if you were to live your life once again? If you were to live your life once again, what would you do differently? Toastmaster Naveen.
Sure. I will do three things differently. The first one is, at certain point of my schooling, okay, I stopped practicing cricket. Actually, I was going for a coaching and practicing it. I got selected for my school team. Due to education, okay, in India, it is a practice that parents ask you to give priority to your education rather than your other activities, curriculum activities. Okay, first I will give my preference. I could have continuing playing cricket and try to play for my district level, state level, and try to get selected for the national team. But that is the one thing I definitely like to do different. The second thing is, as our Toastmaster Aarcha was saying, okay, how to save more money. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, I'm more a spendthrift. Okay, I don't have a habit of more saving it. So I try to implement this practice could have in early stages. Okay, when you start earning, actually, that is the key time where if you save early, then okay, you will be able to save more. You will be able to invest more in your lifetime actually, because the compounding effect is very high at that point actually. That is the second thing that I will do differently. The third one that I could have do differently is incurring more habits. Mostly when we don't know much of the things like how to build an habit, or so you don't have anything. You go and watch TV, or just sit in the home and start banting or speaking something. But if you practice an habit, as our Toastmaster Kuti has said, if you have an work actually, or active, having an active participation, that is one thing. So recently I have started playing badminton. I could have started it very early stages. These are the three things I could have done differently. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naveen. I pick up three things from you. Start early, pay less, stay longer, earn more is one of those mantras that you said for earning money and saving money. Second, definitely you said that you would like to actually have a habit. And third, definitely you said that you want to live your passion. You're never too late to start off with your passion. That's something that I pick up from the late, or from Robin Sharma, who actually speaks very highly about following your passion. Thank you so much for that brilliant message. The third topic: what has been your biggest failure and what has been your learning from it? What has been your biggest failure and what has been your learning from it? Anyone who wants to take this? Anyone? Anybody?
We have one guest if she want to take.
Toastmaster Iman, you want to try that? I think she's not there. Toastmaster Beatrice, I heard it. I thought you unmuted yourself.
No, I'm here. But
Toastmaster Iman, please go ahead.
yeah, just let me know the
Sorry.
question again, please.
I'll read it for you again. What has been your biggest failure and what has been the learning from it? What has been your biggest failure and what has been your learning from it? Over to you, Toastmaster Iman.
I cannot say failure because we are learning every day, right? So we can say that we did it, but not in the best way. So sometimes when you are trying to do your work, the principal maybe will tell you, no, this is not the way that I want you to do it. So you will try to do it in a different way. And yeah, we are learning, first of all, to take the other opinion and share with them our ideas before you take any decision. So this is what I learned from my experience. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Iman. In fact, thorough, beautiful message. We never fail, we only learn. Fantastic. That's a reaffirmation of the learning that I got from, in fact, Tony Robbins, who beautifully speaks about how you can rise, how you can fail and rise in life. Beautifully put. Beautiful message. DTM Rahim, do we have time for one more?
Yeah, sure. Take, please.
Okay, the last one. I'm not going to take more time. So this is a little difficult one. You can, I don't know who wants to take this. What is the one message you'd like to give to our children of today's times? What is the message, one message you'd like to give to our children of today's times? Anyone who wants to take that? Toastmaster Beatrice, I think last time you unmuted yourself and wanted to speak. Was it?
No, sorry, I got disconnected. My internet is a little bit slow.
No problem.
So I thought I've heard my name when I got the connection back.
Fine. No problem. What is the one message you'd like to give the children of today?
That is really a hard question. I had a child once, and unfortunately, it was not meant to be. But maybe one thing that I would like the children to have to learn to learn from my experience is maybe to express yourself in whatever ways you can, because by expressing yourself, you would be able to actually show who you really are. I mean, as a child growing up, I was very timid, and I wasn't able to express what I feel always. I feel shy. I just sit at the corner and all that. But now I've learned the use and the importance of expressing yourself, to be able to, it's actually, I feel that it's an art, that you would be able to express yourself and to show that who you really are, because each of every one of us is unique, and by expressing yourself, you would be able to also allow a person to learn from you. So I think that would be my lesson that I would like to impart for my children or to others.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Beatrice. Beautiful message, such a noble one, wherein you speak about we actually tell our children to express themselves better. Thank you so much for those beautiful messages that I get from everybody. That's the reason I picked up these deep topics. I know it's a little difficult to speak, but usually you get messages. Thank you so much. TTM Rahim, may I have the timer's report?
Yes, sure. Thank you very much, DTM Hariharan, for amazing session. We had 4 speakers. Toastmaster Aarcha, she took 1 minute 21 seconds. Toastmaster Naveen, he took 1 minute 55 seconds. Guest Iman, she took 1 minute, and Toastmaster Bia, she took 1 minute 5 seconds. So all are qualified. I'm going to share the link in Zoom chat. You can vote for best speaker, table topic speaker. Here go. Yes. Over to DTM Hariharan.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Toastmaster DTM Rahim, for calling me over and allowing me to take this role. I thoroughly enjoyed my role, and I hope all of you all enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you very much. It's been a great learning. I take these messages back, and over to you for this fantastic meeting. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, DTM Hariharan. That was a very insightful table topic segment, I must say. Now, before moving on to our next segment, let me show you how to invest your hard-earned money wisely. So I'll share the screen now. Yes. One is bonds. It is considered one of the safe investment options because it also has a high returns. And unlike stocks, which is an equity instrument, bonds are a debt instrument. And it is issued by companies as a debt instrument at a high interest rate, and the final value is returned to the investor upon the maturity of the bond. The next one is stocks. Before investing in stocks, please do your research and understand the current economic growth in the market, since stocks are most volatile investment option, hence not for risk-averse individuals, though it is a good investment option. The next is mutual funds. They are a great long-term investment option that is reckoned affordable option to stocks. Mutual funds are typically managed by a fund manager where he or she collects a pool of money from the potential investors and then invests them in stocks, bonds, securities, and the like. Hence, the diversification of the funds will reduce the exposure to risks and is one of the best investment options for expats and is good for people who wants to invest a small amount of money. The next one is gold. It is a safe and one of the best investment options and good for expats in UAE because gold is readily available in UAE, and it is also a rare and precious metal and has good resale value. Next one is deposit account and e-saver accounts. Deposit accounts like FDs, that is fixed deposits, recurring deposits, and e-saver accounts have a higher rate of interest compared to the conventional savings accounts. Now I'll stop sharing screen and we'll move on to our next segment. Yes, with that, we move on to the next segment, which is the evaluation segment. And our first evaluator of the day is Toastmaster Vidit. Sorry, yes, Toastmaster Vidit only, no? Yeah.
Yeah, so shall I begin? Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Aarcha. Good. Yeah, we are still in the morning part. So good morning, everyone. Where is Toastmaster Joanne? Yes, Toastmaster Joanne, what a speech today. The best part of your speech is that, as a speaker, is that whenever you come on stage, I really like that you always come up with simple topics, yet inspiring. I loved that. First thing that I really loved is that how you brought up that visual presentation, I would say, in the beginning and in the end. That was something that was very attractive for the audience to keep them engaged. I really love that part. As a speaker, I would say that you have the strength, the way you have structurized your speech. I really love that how you open up the story, giving us a background, and then you dive in the lessons that we can get out of the speech. It was really beautiful to get the lessons which you have shared with us. The first one is that be in the mind of beginner's mindset. And the second is to be's and not to do's. I really like that the way you have structurized yourself. The speech, there was a proper beginning, then there was main body, and the way you have concluded with a message that you leave for your audience, that what is the moral we get out of the story. Another thing that I really liked is that it was very thought-provoking. You actually made us think. One part that touched my heart was that a very simple thing. Did you had your lunch, or did you finish washing your dishes? Simple questions, but it made you think. And the examples that you have stated of sunrise, sunset, staring at the sun and living in the moment and not thinking of the outcome, but actually enjoying the present moment. I love the way you have presented. I think as a speaker, you have that spark, I would say, to connect with your audience with a simple message. And the best quality you have as a speaker is that you always try to give your best. You always try to do something which is different from your previous speech. So that's one of your strengths. And I would say that try to stick to it. Now, if I'm asked to give you a feedback, I will just simply say that just be comfortable in yourself. Don't think that, yes, something might go wrong. What if it won't work? Everything will work out because the way you present, it's so natural. It's so calming. You have that calming presence when you're presenting. So I would just say the feedback from me to you is that just be comfortable, just be yourself, and just carry on with the flow. But one thing that I want you to challenge yourself is try to incorporate vocal variety. It will help you to feel a new spark or a new, I would say, something special about your speech. Now, where you could have added the vocal variety, I would say, for example, at the conclusion, when you were sharing a message and you were addressing your audience, that fellow Toastmasters and guests, you could have added some emotions. For example, today is a gift. May the story I share today help you open this gift with just BB's lifestyles, beginner's mindset, and to be's and not to do's. Thank you. Something would have added more value to your speech. Other than that, I love the calming nature of you, how you present yourself. It was so natural. You had the proper structure for your speech. There was proper opening, main body, and conclusion. You had a thought-provoking message into it. It was simple yet inspiring. Just one little thing, maybe you could have added a vocal variety into your speech, and it would just have enhanced the quality of your speech. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Aarcha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidit, for that insightful evaluation. Hope Toastmaster Juvan took the notes. Now, Toastmaster Bia, please come on the stage for the next evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the day. For TM Hussein Manan, first and foremost, I just wanted to say that I love your humor in your speech today. You presentation, very fun to listen to, believe me. I always believe that every day we are being presented with two choices. It's either you evolve or you repeat. And with you are no doubt always set into motion. I mean, I always notice that you make your every speech better after than the other. You always deliver it with uniqueness and originality, and that's exactly why your speech is always terrific. That's how I always perceive your speech. And you always express it with humor and fun, and I think that becomes your MO now. And because not everyone can pull it through, so I highly suggest that you nurture it and work on it until you become a great humorous speaker in the future. And I'm looking forward to that. Second, I love how you prompted the first slide of warning. So I thought, what could it be? I mean, it has this doesn't view any expression of something like that, right? So then you tease us with this customer service conversation, making me want to hear more about these destinations that you were selling to us. You have captured us with the interesting 500 destinations, from the least to scariest that I think no one would dare go to, even if your agency is selling it for 25% off. So, but it was so good. And also, I wanted to say that stories help us imagine and dream and understand the mind of others. And you did exactly that. And I feel that you led us to the journey and immersed us with your storytelling of playing the role of customer service that we could empathize and relate to. Maybe for those horror fans right there, you really did a good job. And I'm sure your offer will sell like hotcakes. Yeah. And of course, a perfect speech would not be possible without giving your words the life they deserve. And a speech is just a big bunch of written information, right? But what makes it extra special is when you turn that information with a wow factor through the use of right vocal variations and stage presence. And maybe one of the observations I could share is to add different layers of tone. Because, for example, playing the role of customer service, you made it so well. I mean, I've really resonated to that. And I think it would be much more interesting if you continue that talent to be in that presentation bit, because you are hypothetically selling destinations, right? Maybe you can add a little scary tone to your voice to evoke emotions or characterizations other than just like mere presenting facts. Because after all, you're like selling us this haunted destination, so it's maybe much more better to add a little hit of creepiness in the presentation. Also, I felt that each destination transitions so fast that, but I'm sure you can work on it to make it more perfect the next time. But overall, I would say it was a good speech, and you are really doing great as a public speakers. And I would really look forward to your speeches in the future. Always.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the feedback. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bia. Hope Toastmaster Hussein has taken notes. And now I'd like to call Toastmaster Kutti's evaluator, Toastmaster Rahim.
Thank you very much, and good morning to all. Live in present moment. So this is the topic. With this topic, Toastmaster Kutti has achieved the purpose of his speech. The purpose of his speech was connect with audience, with the unfamiliar audience. The topic itself is very catchy, and then we all connected with this topic. A part of the purpose of his speech, let's drill down and analyze the structure of speech, delivery, and point of improvement. There was attention-grabbing opening where he asked the questions, and in conclusion, he shared the reason of issue. It means the lack of sleeping, stress, and how to overcome on this issue. In conclusion, he said that we live in present moment. If we talk about the delivery, I observed that the speaker was very confident and he used very simple language, and I didn't see any nervousness on his face. Having said that, point of improvement, what I observe, I have three things. So first is about sitting area. If you notice that speaker was sitting in the corner, so if you sit in the middle, it shows little confidence. So always try to sit in the middle of a screen. And then, networking time, it is the time where you can check your VA. So it's during the speech, if someone say, please allow me to share the screen, it means you lost your movement. So always try to come in networking time and check your VA that time. And third things, what I observed, there was no conclusion. It is advisable in Toastmaster, always memorize your opening and conclusion, because audience will remember this. What is your opening and what is the takeaway message? I failed to notice any takeaway message. However, it was a great topic. There is a lot of things, because these issues nowadays is normal. Everyone is sitting here and thinking another way. And third things, what I want to facial expression. When you talk about, that you are sitting in office, but thinking about home, you can express like, you are sitting in office like this, and if you are sleeping, and then when you talk about the temper, show the temper. So we want to see this impression on your face. However, it was great speech, great topic, and yes, you connected the audience with your topic. And if you work on these point of improvement, you can take your speech to next level. And good luck for your future speech. Over to Toastmaster Aarcha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahim. Hope you timed your speech.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now I go.
I saw you are doing the timing.
Yeah, I was like somehow doing it. I call on Toastmaster Rahim to present the timers report and also the voting link after that.
Can you share my timing? What was my timing?
3.2 minutes.
3
minutes, 2 seconds.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So other two evaluator, Toastmaster Midat, she took 3 minutes 45 seconds, and Toastmaster Bia, she took 3 minutes 25 seconds. So I'm going to share a link. Only Toastmaster Bia and Rahim are qualified. You can vote. Here is the link. Yes, please. Yes, Aarcha, over to you. Cannot hear you. You are muted.
Yes. Now coming to the penultimate leg of the meeting. Let us call upon the role players to present their respective reports of the meeting. First, I invite Toastmaster Naveen to give his Birdmaster report.
Thank you, Toastmaster. The first speaker, Joanne, has used the word tenacious once. She's the only speaker who has used the word. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. Now I invite Toastmaster Rasa to give the grammarian report. So I had Toastmaster Iram in my mind for the grammarian. Sorry, Toastmaster Rasa.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Aarcha. I will try to do my best. All right, so all of these remarks are not to offend anyone. I just want us to all learn and be better next time, or do what you were doing, because there were some nice things as well. So I will start the Toastmaster of a day today, Toastmaster Aarcha. What I counted was 16 A's in all the time that you were speaking. However, you were speaking for all the meetings. So I think that is actually comparing not that much. And then with Toastmaster Rahim, I had 5 As counted. And there was one sentence where you said 4 speaker instead of 4 speakers. And then I'm going to go to Toastmaster Joanne. She used word "ah" 12 times, and twice she said "you know," and then she used the sentence. There was came back to Buddha be and telling something, and I would think you could use came back to Buddha be and told them something, told the Buddha be something. And then you said something very nice, which was to be's are not to do's, which I thought was very nice expression. Then going to Toastmaster Hussein, he said 7 times and 6 times, and that's all I think I have for him. Toastmaster Bear had 10 times. And then she said something very nice, which was, your offer will sell like a hotcakes, which I really liked. Then I'm going to Toastmaster Kuti. He didn't say not once, which was extremely impressive. Maybe I missed it, but I think he didn't say it at all. The only thing that I want to mention, there was a sentence where he said, and be came down. And I think it's supposed to be and came down. Then Toastmaster Naveen said 9 times, okay 15 times. And that's it what I have. And then the other nice thing that was said by Hari Baran, Toastmaster Hari Baran, he said, we never fail, we only learn, which I thought was a nice expression as well. And that's it. Back to you, Toastmaster Aarcha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rasa, for the detailed report. Now I invite Toastmaster Middat, who is the ex-president of a club and also the area director of Area 56, to give a feedback on the meeting.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aarcha. Sorry for that. I had Rasa on my mind because she was the one who was just writing notes on Toastmaster Rasa's report. So good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm just going to start from the first role player that I was able to see on the screen shining bright, and she opened the meeting right on time. Toastmaster Rasa, as the Sergeant-at-Arms, as always, you were energized, you know what to do. They say that Sergeant-at-Arms is the first person we see, and whatever energy they bring on the table is usually carried out throughout the speech or throughout the meeting. And it's like a baton and pass it on to the next role players. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Rasa, for bringing up that energy to ensure that, yes, everyone is supercharged on a Friday morning. So thank you so much for being that cup of coffee for this morning meeting. A few feedbacks that I would like to give you would be that try to incorporate the taboo topics as well. So in case those who are not aware of it, they know that what are the taboo topics we usually refrain from in Toastmasters, which is sex, politics, and religion. That is like part of the Sergeant-at-Arms address, I would say. Another thing would have been nice if you could have quickly go through the online etiquettes that you need to keep your mics on mute while someone else is speaking and you are not the speaker. Try to keep your videos on to have more interaction. It would have given them a quick recap that what they are expected to do when they are online, and maybe they could show some reactions when they see a speaker if they are unable to switch on their video, just to encourage the participant. And one little thing is not just for you, for everyone who is going to take up the role as Sergeant-at-Arms, is when it comes to the theme of the meeting, it is a surprise or gift that should be unwrapped and revealed only by the Toastmaster of the day. So try not to touch on the theme of any meeting. It shouldn't be touched by the president, by the Sergeant-at-Arms, or any other role player. That is like a gift that should only be wrapped or maybe revealed only by the Toastmaster of the day. So it's their part. let them do it. But yes, what you could have done is that instead of talking about that, you could have brought in your own story, maybe some moral, or maybe something that you have you came across or you read somewhere, a short story, or maybe a message that you can pass it on to use your time wisely. Other than that, I would say that you have opened up the meeting with full energy to make sure that we are charged up for the remaining of the meeting. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Rasa. And then you handed over the stage, very well introduced. You ensure that the next person coming on screen is fully charged. They know that, yes, they are pumped up to do the best in their role. So you introduce the president very well. So good job, Toastmaster Rasa. And president, as always, TTM Rahim, he was detailed. He ensured that he covered up every single point and not to miss out anything. He ensured that those who are guests or new to Toastmasters, they are actually aware. You highlighted everything. What are the do's, what are the don'ts, what exactly the club is, how the structuring work. And one thing that I really liked was about the presentation is that usually clubs miss out to pass it on or to express the wow factor or what makes their club special. Every club, they have the same structure, they have they have members, and everything goes the same. But what is that one thing that makes the club special? So I really like DTM Rahim that you actually highlighted the wow factor of Universal and what makes it so different from others club. So excellent job done as a president. Thank you so much, DTM Rahim. And other than that, you have been doing multiple roles as a timer and as an evaluator. So you have aced it, not just your role as a president, but as a timer and as an evaluator as well. So thank you so much. Now, TMOD, since you are the star of the meeting, I'll get back to you at the end. Now comes the Word Master. Word Master, we miss out the report from you. If you're still around, would you please give us the report? How many times was the word used, and are you happy with the report?
We did give the report,
I did
Toastmaster
give-
Mehta.
Oh, okay, sorry, my mistake. I think I missed out that part. Okay, so thank you so much, Toastmaster Naveen, for bringing a new word. I really like that you did the round robin. You ensure that everyone is able to use the word. You gave us a background of the word, so keep it up as the word master. And maybe one little thing, a little feedback that you could have done is that being a human being, we tend to forget. So maybe you could have given us gentle reminders throughout the meeting that, hey, this is the word of the day. Try to incorporate your speech or in your evaluation or maybe in table topics. So this is just one little thing for you and for future role players who are going to take up the role of word master. Now comes the first speaker. We have already given your speech, your response, your evaluation. Then second speaker, Toastmaster Hussain. Bia, you have very well evaluated Hussain. That was really nice. How you have evaluated him. You covered all the points that should be covered in your evaluation. I really like the way you have evaluated. It was motivated. At the same time, you gave him points of improvement and feedback. So good job done for Bia and Toastmaster Hussain. Our third speaker, again, I said that Toastmaster Kuti, for you, when I see you, I remember the first time you delivered your icebreaker, and from that day onward till today, I've seen that there has been a drastic change, how you have conquered yourself to become a better speaker with each speech that you present or each role that you take up. So good job, keep it up. And it was very well evaluated by DTM Rahim. So I have no points to add to that. So thank you so much. Then comes our very own table topic master, DTM Hariharan. DTM Hariharan, what could I say? You have covered every single thing which a table topic master should do. You covered the timings, you read out the main objectives, and I really love the part that you actually mentioned what are the reasons and benefits that people can get from attempting the table topic speech. So thank you so much. And one thing was so generous of you that you actually read out the topic first and let the people decide if they are comfortable to go for it or not. So thank you so much to DTM Hariharan for this fabulous session of table topics. We always enjoy listening to you. You have your own particular style, so keep it up and stay blessed. I love the speeches which were given by Rasa, Naveen, our guest Iman, Beatrice. You all attempted really well. Oh, and one point now, apart from the job of a table topic master, since DTM Hariharan, you were attempting this project as a part of active listening, I would have suggested if you could have passed on this information to the Toastmaster of the day. So she is aware, and Aarcha, you could have incorporated in your speech that this particular member is attempting table topic master role as part of his project. So it would have been a much more easier for the general evaluator to note down. I mean, I heard the conversation between DTM Rahim and DTM Hariharan, but in case in future, just ensure if someone is attempting table topic master role as a part of their project of active listening, try to mention that before introducing them. Rasa, what can I say? The grammarian report and counter report was very meticulous, detailed. You have been an active listener for sure throughout the meeting. You didn't miss out anything. You encourage everything, how they can improve and what could be done. So good job done there. Now our Toastmaster of the day, who is also the Club Growth Assistant Area Director for Area 56. Now, Toastmaster Aarcha, one thing about Toastmaster Aarcha is that no matter what role you assign to her, in the end, you should be assured that this will be a job well done. I really love that you had this background, that you came up and you didn't let it just be a part of in the beginning or maybe in the end. It was a proper transition from the start till the end of that theme, and you sticked around. I really love that at the end of the day, I think I will be more cautious about my finance and money matters. After listening to your speech, so you have very well prepared your session. It was well presented and everything. One little suggestion that I'd like to give you is try to get introductions from your role players as well and ask them questions related to your theme. So this will just add something value to the team and it will add something new to it. Just my little suggestion. Other than that, I love the meeting. It was well done. It was well run, I would say. You ensured that everything goes smoothly. It's not an easy job to be the Toastmaster of the day, but you have nailed it. So good job done there as a Toastmaster of the day. A big round of applause for her. One little suggestion and feedback that I'd like to give for every role player is try to use the word or the time that we have, 15-minute slot, before starting of the meeting. Try to just do the audio video check, or if you're going to share any presentation, is it going to work? It will save time when you're actually on the screen and presenting yourself. So always ensure that if you have any presentation, try to do the testing while we are in the networking phase. Other than that, we are going strong. This was our 44th meeting and every role player have done full justice to it. So I would say keep it up and thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Aarcha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Middat. Hope the Secretary, Toastmaster Aarcha, has taken the notes of your feedback, and the EXCOM members and the club members will improve on the basis of those suggestions. On that note, I'd like to conclude by saying, never spend money before you have it, as wisely said by Thomas Jefferson. Value every penny you possess and do not forget to make wise investments, as wisely said by Toastmaster Aarcha. On that thoughtful note, I hand over the meeting to Toastmaster Rahim for the presentation ceremony and the closing speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aarcha. Round of applause for Toastmaster Aarcha for the billion TMOD roles, and she shared the skills how to save money. So before going further, may I request all audience, please switch on your camera so we can take the picture. Naveen, Vppr, Naveen, Muhammad Kuti, DTM Hariharan, Muhammad Kuti, guest Oman, if it is possible for you to switch on camera, otherwise it's okay. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all. And next time, inshallah, I will open my camera.
Yeah. We need your feedback. Just please stay with us.
Yeah, it was interesting to listen to the others. This is the first point. Second, just we would like to share with them more ideas. But in general, it was interesting, and I learned a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Stay with us. We will share the others details about our next meeting and the person who you can contact if you would like to join or attend next meeting. So thank you very much.
Sure.
So, it's what great meetings, and with amazing Sarjatom opening by Toastmaster Rasa. We are blessed. We have a lot of new members and energetic, and I can say these are the future of Universal Toastmaster Club. Then our TMOD with a great theme of meeting, and then 3 speakers. Two are very new, like Toastmaster John. It is only second speech, and you can observe how improved she has improved. Not only that, and she also the winner of table topic session. We can say that she is the champion of table topic speaker. So third speaker, Toastmaster Kuti. I remember Toastmaster Kuti is that when he joined Toastmaster, and now how he has improved within a short span of time. Toastmaster Naveen were the great way to present the word of day. Thank you very much. And Toastmaster Rasa, it is just today I told her to take the grammarian encounter out. Very well done by Toastmaster Rasa. It was detailed reports, and she noted each and everything. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rasa. And then thanks DTM Hariharan, who give us the information that why we are doing Toastmaster. It is first time for me to hear, as Toastmaster Vedat mentioned, that what is the benefit when you when you want to participate in table topic as a speaker. Thank you very much. And we always learn new things from you, and today we learned that thing. Thank you very much. And then evaluators, they provided the detailed reports and constructive feedback to all speakers. Thank you very much. And I thank you very much, guest Aman, and I thanks to Toastmaster Iram. I hope your son is doing well now. And he messaged me that there is some problem with Muhammad. His son name is Muhammad, same as my name. So anyway, he was in a hospital. I hope he is doing well. So let's share the winner. Everyone is winner, but someone has done a little better than others. So first is table topic winners. It goes to Toastmaster Rasa. Congratulations, Toastmaster Rasa. And the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Bia. Great job, Toastmaster Bia. And the best speaker goes to Toastmaster John. Congratulations, Toastmaster John. I would like to share the detail about our next meeting. Next meeting will be on 3rd December, and we will share all details on our meetup page. And guest Uma, if you want to join Toastmaster, our club, you can approach to Toastmaster Bia. Here is her contact details. And if you want to share your feedback, you can send us email. And also we record this full meeting, and we will upload on YouTube channel, and you can watch the part on YouTube channels. Thank you very much. And I have another announcement. As you know that our current Vppr, he couldn't continue because his personal commitment, and therefore we announce nomination for Vppr. and I got one nomination from Toastmaster Lisa. I didn't get any nomination from any other person. So therefore there will be no election. I just announced that our Vppr is onward Toastmaster Lisa. So congratulations, Toastmaster Lisa. We will share this flyer and everything. She's not here, but so thank you very much, Toastmaster Lisa. Sure, she will listen. She will watch our meeting. So thanks to Toastmaster Lisa for your support. With that, I would like to hear from Toastmaster Hariharan. Sir, can you provide your feedback and suggestion that how we can improve further?
In fact, your club is doing amazing. And coming on a Friday morning and doing a Toastmasters meeting actually is motivation in itself. And self-motivated people, they're nobody better than them. Are in fact can run the club better than this. The only thought I had was, yes, you have in fact your mentors are in place. What I would request you to do is, when you are having your speeches, have them mentored first. So have your mentor to go through the speech and see what they're going to be presenting. Maybe tweak it a little here and there, and then you wouldn't have such issues with the member trying to struggle with your contraptions of visual or audio visual and stuff like that. So all that will be ruled out when you have proper mentoring. Otherwise, it's a good club. Just keep at it. That's all I would suggest.
Thank you very much for sharing your wisdom. Yes, we noted down, and we will approach to each mentors and ask them to please reach to your mentees and ask them that this is what the way, how we can save the time, and also how you can do your speech in line with your purpose of a speech. Thank you very much. With that, I adjourn the meeting.